A few years ago, I hosted a red carpet show because I wanted to do something for the community, especially the ones that have interest in the media or entertainment industry. As I was preparing for the event, I decided that I should go to town to run some errands. So because I didn't have a car, I decided to hitchhike. So as I was standing by the side of the road, a car approached my direction. So it stopped, and when it stopped, I opened the door. When I opened the door, I realized that it was my former teacher. So I greeted him and fastened the belt. And a couple of minutes later, he said to me, "I am so disappointed in you." And I was like, "You're disappointed in me?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm disappointed in you. I mean, you should be far in life. You should be driving a car." And I chuckled a bit. I was like, "Why do you say that?" And I had to pause a little. You know, with other people, you have to be careful how you respond because you don't want to come across as degenerate. You know, old people will always ask you questions that will put you in a cumbersome situation. I could have been rude to him. I could have said, "Elon Musk is your age and he's a billionaire." But that's not how my mom raised me. So I just decided, let me just keep calm. I mean, with leadership comes a great responsibility. You're gonna have to be nice to people no matter how bad they treat you. And he asked me, "Where you headed to?" And I said, "I have a rendezvous with somebody who's supposed to sponsor the event that I'm organizing." He said, "Oh, you into business?" Not that I owed him an explanation, but I said to him, "I'm building a legacy." And he said to me, "Legacies don't pay bills." He said, "Look at you, you're not growing any younger." I looked at him and I smiled. And I was like, "Nah, I'm just doing my thing." I mean, besides, if you're optimistic and certain about the life decisions that you've made, I don't see any reason for you to be hysterical every time somebody impugns you. One of the perks of being wise is that you don't become easily offended every time somebody asks you questions that you're not comfortable answering. So we arrived in town and I embarked off his car. I wanted to pay him. He said, "Nah, it's okay. Don't pay me." And I appreciated it. Fast forward 3 years later, I wanted to go to town, so I decided to go hitchhiking again. A car approached my direction, it stopped, and I opened the door, and guess who it is? A former teacher. The first thing that he said when I entered was crazy. He said to me, "I am so proud of you." I'm like, "You're proud of me? Why?" And he said to me, "I was listening to radio this other day and I heard you on the interview. You were doing an interview with some popular radio DJ, and I was so proud of you. And I am so happy that you're doing what you're doing and you're doing what you love. You know, I also wish that I could quit teaching and do something about life beyond teaching." And he said to me, "You're so fortunate that you have what you have. You have the talent, you have invested a lot into your craft, and I'm so proud of you." And this made me realize that not everybody that asks you questions that you're uncomfortable answering is really attacking you or is your enemy. They are just not educated enough to understand that everybody's not going to do a 9 to 5, or just as much as everybody's not going to be a businessman. My former teacher was not my enemy. I think that he was not educated enough to understand that the paradigm of happiness is not really what society deems as the paradigm of happiness. I always say this to myself: everything that I'm doing right now, I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for the younger generation. I'm doing what my forefathers failed to do. You know, it's poignant that for the most part, society deems or measures the epitome of success by living the ostentatious lifestyle. And to me, that's for all intents and purposes wrong. My name is Uncle Chris. Stay blessed. I love you and see you next time.